Hello my fellow Shogun 2, full of the samurai players, Zaript here, and today I want to show you a battle which I promised long ago. It's a third game of my match against Killerpancake in a group stage of Dragon War tournament. I didn't cast first two games and honestly I don't think I have time to do so, and not sure I want to, because I was playing this match after my match against Taiko, and I was it all was like in a fog. I wasn't really thinking or understanding what exactly I'm doing. So first game I won on waterfalls, next game I was crushed on Hidden Mountains, and third game Tiebreaker was played on rice fields. And as I promised like a week or two ago, it's one of the games which shows a perfect example why a lot of 150s isn't a good way to play. And first time when I got this idea very clearly in my mind, let me slow this down. First time was when I got replay. What tournament it was? I think it was CW Friendly Cup. I don't remember already. But if you search on my channel for Duck versus Murzik on Osaka Plain, you will find a game where Duck played on Osaka Plain against 3 150s using none. And in that game, first time, I clearly saw how you battle against range. So coming into this game, after losing like insanely on the Hidden Mountains in second game, I was a bit nervous, and I was expecting I could have easily lost this one. But then when I scouted build of Killerpancake, that's what I saw. Shogun Infantry 150 range. Let me actually completely pause this. Vermilion Birdforce 150 range. United States Marines 150 range. Shogun Infantry 150 range. Shogun Infantry 150 range. So it's 5 150 range units. And then talking with Prussian Prince, who was streaming this game, I think apparently we got the same thing in our minds. We like I thought myself, okay, if I lose this game, I understand nothing about FotS. And apparently Prussian Prince had the same idea. And I don't mean it in such a way that I absolutely have to, should win this. No, but this is mistake in army build, like in army composition, which you have to be able to utilize if you have balanced composition. What do I mean? This Shogun Infantry 150 range cost around 1500 Koku. US Marines even more expensive. So for these 5 units, you can bring 10 red bears. Just think about it. You can bring 10 line units. It's such a risk to bring these 150s. That's first mistake, and I will show how to utilize on it. And second mistake is lately I want to stop on this one more time. We were talking a lot about revolvers, and you can see how in most FotS tournament matches I show lately there is 1 or 2 or 4 if rules allow revolvers. Why is that not really good in such composition? Revolvers, they should be to maximize effectiveness. We found out that it's best to use them defensively. You use revolver behind your line, and if your opponent tries to charge your line with cavalry, he have to slow down for a second. Like he charges, he stops, and revolver from behind can kill two cavalry units in seconds. So it definitely would be cost effective. But if it's such an expensive line, you cannot use it as a fodder for your revolvers so easily. So this combination isn't that good. You want a lot of cheap line and revolvers behind them. Then it works optimally. Now, luckily for him, Killerpancake have 3 Yariki, and I wonder maybe he hides something. Now let's take a look at my build. I have 2 red bears here. I have infantry de marine, supported by 2 black tortoise forces in protection of this aura, and 2 more red bears. And just by seeing his build, look what I do. I instantly split up my army. What I want 5 line units against 5 line units, and 2 more line units going around. That's my plan, instantly. This contingent, not going to fight. I just put it here to make it look like I'm going to fight. But the moment he pushes, I will pull back. Now, having 2 more line units than him, look what I have. I have same amount of revolvers, 3 of them. 2 of them, 1, 2. Yariki, both rank 2. And here I have Sabre, Yariki. So I have 3 additional cavalry units. 2 Sabre cav. So let's see how this game unfolds. And now you know my plan, and it's absolutely simple. Don't fight here, and even pull back, but really fast get here and present a flanking threat. Then he will have to imagine, if I'm not fighting here, just staying, yes, I'm giving up dodges. But when I get to this side, he will have to turn, and this side becomes weak. I can push. Easy, like simple as that. So keep an eye on minimap. Here we are. I should have used unrestricted camera just for this one, but I think it would be clear enough. I played this with the classical camera, and for some reason, actually, if you look in replay's camera is much lower. Classical camera actually goes a bit higher. So you see what I do. Send cavalry to present a threat and switch all my cavalry here. Because I don't want to spread out much. I want to completely abandon this flank. And here, if you think about it, he has 3 expensive units that do nothing, right? They don't kill anything. He uses his 150 a little bit, but instantly I make him pull back because I have a flanking threat. And now, in this cavalry fight, I will have cavalry supported by line, and his line would be constantly be pressured by side, just because he have less units. This is a bit of mistake by me, but since he's shooting with these 2, I will put my infantry de marine closer soon. So here I start my charge. Not a perfect micro, classical camera isn't unrestricted. I have some slowdowns. So now my US Marines come in, get a nice volley. Look, in one volley. Just because I baited volley by this black tortoise force, I sacrificed it. But in return, I got almost 50 men in this Vermilion Bird Force. So I'm splitting my cavalry, just trying to tie his revolvers in fight with Millicav. And here, a lot of, like, you see how I blobbed up? This is awful, actually. If I just charged through the middle, if I got this, it could have been much better. But anyway, not perfect exchange. But look, he pushes, I pull back. Don't give him a chance to shoot. He does the right thing, but he just don't have these units. And at this point I thought, okay, I might lose this. But imagine if I played better. If it was unrestricted camera, if cavalry micro was a little bit better, I would demolish this side. I would demolish it. Now I'm making this fight really close, unnecessarily close. But finally my own revolvers come, and I have this line supporting fight. And look what's happening. He's exchanging 2 150s to much cheaper units. So for me, it's at this point it's a race against time. If I can deny these 3 units long enough, just pull back and win cavalry fight at the time, which you see how terribly I'm playing here. Awful, awful. I could have won this long ago, but at least I got rid of both his revolvers. This 1 unit will die soon. And look where we are. Blunder here, but still pulling back. Now I have forest position. I still have my infantry de marine pretty much full. And I have whole line unit on the side of this one. And this Redbeard is still alive. And I have 3 additional cavalry units. Now it's over. Now it's domino effect. And if you think about it, there were no way Killerpancake can win this cavalry fight if I played it perfectly. Even with my terrible micro, I still won this fight. I still have 2 revolvers, and I still have 2 Yariki alive. A bit blunder, but now let's just see how it mops up. This unit will fall, this unit will fall, and he will have 3 remaining, and now his general under constant pressure. This Yariki come back from routing. Not much to add, that's what you do. If you see 150 spam, you use the fact that he cannot cover the whole map. He will definitely leave some space open, and since you have more units, you pull back where you're weak until you get into good position, and I completely okay with exchanging shots in the forest. It's okay for me. And here general dead. Like, look how fast this flank collapsed after I got rid of his cavalry. And that's power of balanced build. If you combine your line with your cavalry, if you hit at the same time, and he have 2 expensive units, the game is yours. Let's take a look. 100 kills, 52 barrel. No, they don't cost effective, you see. These 100 kills are on red beers. Like, come on, right? And I honestly believe, I wouldn't say Killerpancake played bad, but I honestly believe that just the build idea is weak. Just 2 expensive units, and they still will die from bullets as fast as any other unit. So all you get for this money is slightly increased range. And if your opponent can deny that range, if he can bait you into forest, if he can pull back, then you pay for nothing, right? So let's take a look at final stats, but that's pretty much the whole idea. Probably this would have been more easy to see with unrestricted camera, but you still can take a look at that Duck vs Murzik game. There I used unrestricted camera, but here just look through it looking at minimap, or I may actually upload replays so that you can just take a look yourself on replay, but my cavalry micro absolutely sucked here. So and you can see even with such an awful, terrible micro, I still had 400 more men. You see? And if you allow me, I want to go deep into it. What happened? Me and Killerpancake put our money into different things. Pancake put his money into quality of infantry. So he got more killing power and more range at expense of mobility, while I put my money into, like, additional money I got additional firepower. I don't really think I lost anything in firepower, not a lot, but I put my money in pretty much into these 2 units. So I put my money into mobility. And against line spam, it wouldn't work very well. It would be difficult to utilize. But he only have 5 units. So imagine I get a clean charge with Sabre Cavalry. I kinda wasted them on revolvers, so they were pretty much mid shields because of my terrible micro. But if you get a clean charge with Sabre Cavalry online, you can kill from 20 to 50 men easily in one charge. So look, what 50 men I would be killing in his army. I have same amount of cavalry, so I have 2 free Sabre Cav. So if I charge these US Marines 2 times, I get 100 men in a perfect scenario. And I can have all means to create that scenario just because he have no mid shield, no fodder, no units he can afford to lose. His cheapest units are these Yariki, and they're still pretty expensive. So once again, in FotS, rules are a bit different from Shogun 2. If you take quality heavy build, you need to know you need to be absolutely sure that your opponent cannot deny your quality. And 150 range is easy to deny because it's so slow. That's pretty much idea. But of course it requires proper knowledge, proper understanding what exactly to do. Then it will work. Pull back where you're weak, concentrate your cavalry, hit one of his flanks, win. And that's all for this game. If you have any questions, ask in comments. I will try to answer as fast as I can. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.